Hi everyone, it's Cjros here um, for another latex video. Um, it's been a long time since my last video, as with all of my videos. It's also been a long time since I've posted. I guess my posting is a little bit irregular lately. I guess it's partly because I've just been transitioning into new work. I think most of you picked up that I was a student for a long time. And now I'm teaching classes, so that's been a really big change for me. I've also got a little bit of a cold, so sorry for the sniffling. So yeah, it's been a big change. I've been really busy, and I have a lot of respect for all of those teachers and instructors out there for all the work that they put in. That 1 hour lecture 3 times a week represents hours and hours and hours of work ahead of time. Despite how long my videos are sometimes, I have consistently a hard time just filling up these lectures. Maybe I just don't know enough, so I don't have enough to say, but there's definitely a lot of self-doubt going on whenever I have these lectures. It's really a little bit challenging. So the other day in my class, we were talking about some complicated analysis thing that is a little bit unusual. And I ended up, for some reason, talking about tourists and motorcycles as an analogy. So in honor of that, not really, I just decided to wear this suit today. But let's say, in honor of that lecture about motorcycles and tourists taking pictures of a Bayesian landscape, let's let's look at this outfit that I'm wearing today. So this is one of the latex suits that I got from LatexCatfish for the photo shoot that I did with Two Hands to Choke over the last summer, and that was a lot of fun. We ended up getting 6 outfits, and it was me, him, and one other friend down in Seattle, just being silly and taking photos all around. Most of it was indoors, but I did get a chance to do some outdoor photos in the nearby botanical garden, which was actually really terrifying, but also really cool. Just to get a chance to be running around in latex for these action shots. It was kind of neat, but also terrifying at the same time, because I'm actually pretty shy and conservative about things like that, and especially at a botanical garden. You're not expecting, if I was just wandering around a botanical garden, I would not expect to see some weird dude in latex just running around. So that was a lot of fun. And I guess, speaking about fashion shoots and all that, I don't feel like I do a very good job of that, because a lot of the time I do things with my face really rapidly and frequently, and I can't control it. So if you are talking to me, for example, and you have an idea that I don't agree with or that I'm not really sure about, it will show up instantly on my face. So I would not be a very good politician. Or maybe I would be a good politician, because you'd know exactly my stance on things at all times. I think I'm a lot better using my words, so in email, to be a little bit more carefully worded, but my face in person just gives it all away. So most of the time when I'm doing these photo shoots, not that I've done a lot, okay, we'll get onto that in a second. Most of the time when I'm doing these photo shoots, it's like I'm just laughing and smiling all the time, because I'm having fun, and it's really fun and silly. But it seems like a lot of the photo shoots, you're trying to be sexy and hot and whatever, and just joking around is not always that sexy and hot. So one thing that I find, so you can see my eyes are moving all over the place. One thing that I find is really helpful, that really saves me, is just wearing shades. So these shades help me a lot. So you can go instantly from laughing and smiling to, I can't even see I guess they're polarized, so I can't even see the screen anymore. But instantly to serious business model. Anyways, I can't do the whole Zoolander serious face pose thing, but there you go. Accessorizing. Oh yeah, speaking of accessories are really important for an outfit. The problem with an outfit like this, they look pretty awesome, so let's just show this off. This is from LatexCatfish, as I mentioned. I was really impressed, because all of these little bits, they're cut out by hand, and it's there's all these little bits and bobs on here that would just be such a pain in the ass to cut out, and I would never ever even attempt something like this because I just don't have that kind of skill. So here's the back. I don't know, I guess I'll just walk over into my kitchen to show you the back. There's the back, like so, that, and like that. You can see that it has all this stuff down here. It also has this codpiece thing, which, as you know, I'm not a super big fan of, but there you go. That's what's there. Yeah. The other feature about this outfit is that it has a lot of white latex, and I'm a little bit hesitant about white latex. I don't think it's quite as stain prone as some people suggest, but it is easy to get stains on it, and it's just a little bit of discoloration. And if you're out, no one's really gonna notice. Like, come on. Oh right, so the problem with an outfit like this is a motorcycle outfit. There's really only one way to accessorize it, with motorcycle things. And I don't drive a motorcycle or ride a motorcycle, even though I did talk about it in my lecture. So it's really hard. I don't have those like big, sturdy, hard boots or the helmet or anything like that. Whereas if you have somewhat more neutral outfits, like some of the things that I've made, I feel like you can accessorize a little bit better. Speaking of accessories, I did pick up this nice little, I guess it's called a bulldog harness from one of my friends in Vancouver who makes leather. His website is House of Basciano. I'll put that in the links below. And he makes great leather work, so you should check it out if you want to. And you can customize it to whatever size and shape you want. So it's really awesome that I have him as a friend. We are going to go out tonight to Sin City, which should be super duper fun. I haven't been to Sin City for a long time, but Sin City is this mixed, kind of mixed crowd. I think it's mostly straight or bi type people. There's some gay people too. I also want to talk about plants a little bit. One of my favorite plants is this little guy right here. So this, if you can see inside, is an air plant. So these have become very popular because they're very low maintenance air plants, and they are in the genus Tillandsia for the most part. They're related to bromeliads, so things like pineapples. And the really cool thing about them is that they don't have or need roots. So most of the time you get a plant that sits in the soil and it puts its roots out and absorbs the water and minerals from that soil, and then they live happily ever after. But these Tillandsia plants, they're called air plants because usually they live epiphytically, which means they're living out on branches or on structures. In Colombia, for example, they were living on the power lines, and they just attach themselves with this little stem. They have this little curly stem that winds around whatever they've landed on, and then they just absorb water slowly from the atmosphere. So in a tropical place, that works perfectly because the air is so humid, but in colder climates and in drier climates, that obviously doesn't work. So that's why I have it in this glass jar, and I spray it every now and then, and that keeps it a little bit more humid than the rest of the environment. So all of the photosynthesis happens on the leaves, the water absorption happens on the leaves, and it's a very cool plant. Yeah, very, very, very cool plant. Is there anything else to say? I probably talked too much, as it is. So, there you go. Thanks for listening, and I hope you have a super duper awesome weekend. Yeah. See you later. Bye.